the National Assembly convenes the second phase, focusing on key policies.
Iran attacks U.S. warships in response to cargo ship interception.
Small pebbles shaping the dreams of Highland children.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hoàng Yến, and here we go to the first headline of the show. The 16th National Assembly just continues the second phase of its first session, focusing on a range of important issues related to the development of mechanisms, policies, and institutional improvement.
During the working day, the National Assembly reviews a proposal on a draft resolution concerning breakthrough mechanisms and policies for the development of Vietnamese culture. Along with a verification report on this content, this is followed by proposals on the establishment of Dong Nai City as a centrally governed municipality and a draft resolution on piloting the public defender system. Together with related appraisal reports, the Assembly also holds plenary discussions on the socio-economic situation, the state budget in 2025 and the early months of 2026, the 5-year development plan for the 2026 to 2030 period, thrift practice and waste prevention, and gender equality targets.
Iran has launched strikes targeting U.S. warships in the region in response to the U.S. forces firing on and intercepting an Iranian cargo ship.
Iran's Khatam al-Anbiya Central Headquarters confirmed that its military carried out multiple unmanned aerial vehicle (UAV) attacks against U.S. naval vessels. The strikes were launched after U.S. forces intercepted the Iranian-flagged cargo ship Tuska, which was reportedly en route to the Gulf of Oman. Iran said that the vessel was fired upon and seized while traveling from China back to Iran. Meanwhile, U.S. Central Command stated that the ship failed to comply with repeated warnings over a 6-hour period. U.S. naval forces subsequently fired at the engine room to disable the vessel before Marines boarded and took control. The incident marks the first time U.S. forces have opened fire on an Iranian commercial vessel since enforcing the naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, signaling a new escalation in the region.
The Korean Central News Agency, or KCNA, just reports that North Korea has successfully tested a Hwasong-11 red tactical ballistic missiles carrying cluster warheads under the direct supervision of leader Kim Jong-un.
According to KCNA, the launch took place on April 19, during which 5 missiles were fired toward a target approximately 136 kilometers away, covering an area of nearly 13 hectares with high accuracy. The test aimed to verify the effectiveness of cluster munitions and fragmentation mine warheads, while enhancing high-density strike capabilities. Previously, Pyongyang also tested the HWASONG-11Ka variant, claiming it could devastate wide-area targets. Images released by KCNA showed Kim Jong-un and his daughter Kim Joo-ae observing the launch. Analysts believe these moves reflect North Korea's efforts to upgrade its weapons arsenal and improve its ability to penetrate missile defense systems of the United States and South Korea.
Upcoming are some updated news.
In recent years, Vietnam's national brand program has recorded strong growth in both the number of participating enterprises and overall brand value. From just 30 companies in 2003, the number rose to 190 by 2026. The total value of Vietnam's national brand reached $519.6 billion United States dollars in 2025, ranking 32nd globally, an increase of over 200 billion United States dollars compared to 2020. Vietnamese products and culture are becoming increasingly present in international markets. Between 2026 and 2030, Vietnam aims to have 1.000 products recognized as national brands, with a longer-term goal of 5 to 10 brands entering the global top 500 and elevating the national brand into the top 25 worldwide by 2035.
According to Vietnam Customs, the country's total import-export turnover surged in early 2026. reaching nearly $300 billion United States dollars as of April 15, up approximately 24% year-on-year. Of this, exports accounted for $144.5 billion United States dollars, up 20.3%, while imports reached $152 billion United States dollars, up 28%. Key export drivers include electronics, computers, components, phones, machinery, and other major industrial sectors. Faster import growth compared to exports reflects rising demand for production inputs amid an economic recovery and improving international orders.
Nghệ Province aims to complete procedures and grant investment approvals for VSIP-4 and VSIP-5 industrial parks in 2026, bringing the total number of VSIP zones in the province to 5. This plan is part of a broader strategy to develop industrial real estate, expand capacity for large-scale and modern projects, and attract high-quality foreign direct investment. Previously, Nghệ had established a network of industrial parks with high occupancy rates, making it an attractive destination for both domestic and foreign investors. The new VSIP projects are expected to attract high-quality FDI, promote technology transfer, and enhance production capacity, gradually positioning Nghệ as a new industrial growth hub in the region.
In Mường Long, children were once familiar with empty dirt yards and self-invented games in the mountains. Few could have imagined that simple pebbles collected along a stream could one day be transformed into a new playground. However, the One Pebble, One Playground project is turning that modest idea into reality, where each pebble is not only used to pave the ground, but also to nurture childhood dreams in Highlands. More in the story today.
Small hands carefully pick up each pebble. No longer ordinary stones, they come alive under the children's paintbrushes. Some draw flowers, others sketch houses with red tiled roofs, and many depict their dreams of becoming teachers or soldiers. For the first time, these pebbles become miniature canvases for the imagination of children in remote mountainous areas.
Teachers, partners, and organizations have worked together to introduce games, helping students become more creative and active.
There is still a lack of traditional games such as bamboo dancing, stilt walking, and nem con at the center of the playground. We also plan to create a map of Vietnam.
Beyond painting, the activity also creates an open space for children to play and connect. From simple pebbles, a larger idea is taking shape, a sustainable playground for local children. At the same time, a workshop under the same initiative is being held in lowland areas. On long tables, young people, parents, and children gather to carefully paint stream pebbles. Each brushstroke carries not only creativity but also a message of solidarity, reminding participants that children in remote highlands are still waiting for proper spaces to play.
I painted beauty mountain landscapes. This is a meaningful and enjoyable activity for those who love art.
To organize a workshop like this, we have put in a lot of effort, including using our project's fan page to spread the initiative and create positive values.
In the mountains of Muang Muang, a playground has been built from the simplest materials. Sometimes, it is precisely these small things that are powerful enough to tell a larger story of hope and belief.
The last story just ended our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now and see you later.